Oh, hello. You don't know who I am, but today we're going to continue the Great North American Sega Master System game hunt. That's right. That's quite a mouthful, but that's what we're doing. If you've been following along with these videos, we're trying to track down all the games released for the Sega Master System here in North America, specifically the United States. Sorry, yeah, we're looking for the full meal deal. We're looking to get not just the cartridge, but the case and the manuals as well. Anything else inside we can. And today's double header, I'm going to try and get some of these silly puns in here today, have to do with baseball. Right? Here we go. We've got Reggie Jackson Baseball and Great Baseball. Let's just wait a second here as we see some spectators have come into the stadium. Now, I did think about splitting these up and pairing them with some different games, but then I realized, you know what? Let's just wrap them together in the spirit of, I don't know, in the spirit of baseball, I guess. I don't know. At the end, I was like, I'm going to bring them together. We're going to review them and look at them at the same time. So let's go ahead and not just get to it, but let's slide on into it. That wasn't a very good transition, was it? Okay, I should probably stop trying to do that. Okay, let's see what we can catch. All right, here we go. Great Baseball and Reggie Jackson Baseball. As far as North America here and the United States, I believe these were our two only baseball releases for the Master System. Of course, I could be mistaken. I could look again, but I'm pretty sure this was it. And they, surprisingly, play both very differently, I guess is the way you would say. Very differently. They offer each a unique impression and a unique experience on the Master System for how to play some baseball. So let's take a look first at Great Baseball. The Great Series was their sports series, right? So we had Great Baseball. We've done Great Football. I have for us at some point to do Great Basketball, and then I think there's Great Ice Hockey or Great Hockey or something like that. There's a few more great games to get at the collection, but here we go with Great Baseball. See, show you here. Show you the back before we get into reading all about it and how the inside looks. It's very nice and beautiful, crisp and clean. Yeah. I know there's not much to say when it comes to baseball, right? But let's still see what the back of the box has to say as they're trying to sell it to you. Because you remember going into your big box store, or maybe it was your local little boutique, maybe it was Software, etc. Maybe it was Babbage's. Maybe you were going to like a Walmart or a Toys R Us, and you had to, in order to know what you were getting, you had to read the back of the box. You're the manager, and you can field a total of 26 ball teams to battle for league leadership. Pick the team of your choice, designate a starting pitcher, then play ball, and get ready for some of the most exciting baseball since the game was invented. Whew, that is a tall order to fulfill. Will it be a slugging match? A pitching duel? Need a pinch hitter or relief pitcher? You decide. It takes the right strategy, a cool head, and sure ball control. Yeah, that's all good advice. And if you want batting practice, call up the home run contest. A great feature, great baseball that lets you swing at 20 perfect pitches. It's going, it's going, it's gone. Fun. Great, simple description that gets you excited for it. All right, let's take a look. Ah yes, Great Baseball, developed and published by Sega in March of 1987. The quick, I guess the quick review for this one is just that this game is simple and effective. It is a very solid baseball game that gives you access to what you are expecting, and while looking and feeling a little simple, it is entertaining. You get a few digitized words here to keep you immersed, and it just really gets you. It keeps you involved with the game. Yeah, but then, as you hear, or I mean, as you really don't hear, there's really not much music here. Sound effects are all right. Graphically, it's kind of the same thing. Like I said, it's simple, but in the end, it's effective. It really works for what for what the game is trying to give you in the experience of a ball game. The entire game revolves around the view from behind the pitching mound. So when you're both pitching and hitting, that's your view. It's just a good kind of pick up and play, kind of like, the arcade style pick up and play for 1 or 2 player. And there you have it. Great baseball. That's actually really good. A very good game. And like I mentioned before, it lets you just jump right in and play ball. And it is, I mean, it's darn good. And there you have it. Great baseball from Sega themselves. And I gotta say, it was a very competent and very good game. And yeah, worthy of your collection. And especially when you were trying to get all the great titles, do add this one. It's a keeper.
Hey, Scotty, what level are you at with these Sega games?
Wow!
Safari Hunt. Ghostbusters. Choplifter. Black Belt. Hang on.
Yeah! So, what level can you get to?
Look for Sega's Ghostbusters Great Volleyball and Shooting Gallery.
And then released later on as the big competitor, right, the big competition to Great Baseball, was Reggie Jackson Baseball. And right there, you've got a legend on your cover selling your game, so you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong with some Reggie Jackson. Here we go. And inside, you see, looks wonderful. Got it all here. It's all ready to go. Sports, just in case you weren't sure what category baseball fell under. Let's go ahead and see how they try and describe Reggie Jackson Baseball before we get into looking at it. Oh, well, that's quite a lot to say. Ever wanted to play in the big leagues? Now is your chance. Step up to the plate with Sega's Reggie Jackson Baseball. It's so real you'll be grabbing for the hot dogs as you hammer them out of the ballpark. Go get yourself some ballpark hot dogs. Play against the computer or with a friend. Take your pick of 26 American or national city teams. You can choose a mini 2 out of 3 tournament, go for the series, or test your batting skills in the home run contest. Reggie Jackson Baseball gives you the power to select your pitchers and your pitches, to bat high or to bat low, to lead off or to try and steal your way around the bases. Is there a man leading off on second? Fake a pitch and catch him off base. Move fast and snatch a ground ball from the infield for a double play. When the game is over, you'll get tips from Reggie himself. Go far enough and win the series. It's baseball action like you've never seen before, only from Sega. Wow, again, that's a really great description. So, with that great description, let's get right into looking at this. Released in March of 1989, developed by Whiteboard and published by Sega, Reggie Jackson Baseball is everything that you need for baseball on the Sega Master System. I mean, full stop, that's it. This is a home run of a game. Just this baseball game is great. As we're looking at here, you can see there is some great sprite work, there's some fun animations, the gameplay is actually very rewarding once you kind of hone your skills and get to understand not just pitching but also in hitting. It hits everything just almost out of the park in great ways. You've got wonderful music to go along with this. You've got also some digitized voice, just like you do in Great Baseball. It's easy enough just for you to jump in right when you get the game, to wanting to keep playing it after hours upon hours, because you can really get into. It's like a precursor of of the big simulations to come. And you know, also for some silly reason, we've got cheerleaders on the baseball field cheering people on, which, sure, that's cool, that's great. The behind the batter view of the game, I really do like. I thought it was a really cool new perspective as compared to Great Baseball. I liked being able to watch the pitcher's animation as it's coming towards me as a batter. And then I also like being able to watch what the batter may or may not be doing as I am getting ready to pitch towards them. Showing the runners that are on base in little side boxes so you can see where they're going or how far they're leading off was a really cool addition as well. Just that really gets you even that much more immersed within this game to keep you staying and to keep you coming back for more and more action. Oh, and there you have it, Reggie Jackson Baseball. This is the baseball game you want on the Master System. This knocks it out of the park. Right? It hits a home run. It's all the other puns that could actually be used well can be used right here because this was an awesome baseball game and really shows you some really fun and cool capabilities of the system itself. Very impressed. You definitely need to add this one to the collection. Baseball. These were both great games. In whichever way you want to play it, as like an arcade jump in, as a simulation, just career mode kind of deal. Here you go. Just two different great experiences for our great American pastime, and well worth your time, well worth your space on your shelf. It's good stuff. Now let's look at all the new additions that we've got to add to our Master System collection, and that we will eventually, sometime in the future, look at and feature here on this series. Whew. I know it's been a little bit since our last video, so I'm not quite sure which ones I've shown with you and which ones I haven't shown with you. But I got 7 brand new ones that I do know you may not have seen yet, unless you did watch the all the way through on the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. That was just last month. But let me show you what those pickups were, and let's get right to it with Spellcaster. This is actually, I started this one up. Been pretty fun. Here we go. Oops. Everything is here, including some old passwords from who owned it before. But here we go. There's the instructions and everything. So, as I said then, it's great to get the old passwords like that to see how used and how, well, hopefully how loved and enjoyed it was. And then we've got, another great game. We got Great Golf. There we go. Add to it. Add to the collection here. Great Golf. All up here. Maze Hunter 3D. Now, I've still yet to get the 3D goggles or glasses, whatever they are, the peripheral for that. And 3D glasses is what they're known on the back of this box here, at least. So, still need to do that. Now I have 2 of the 3D games. It's just, yeah, those are a little spendy, but that's alright. We still got to get it because we got to get the full collection of everything. We've got World Grand Prix. This looks good. Get right up into it here. Open that up. Full meal. Everything's delicious. And we got Monopoly. Always on the lookout for Monopoly. It's been around a lot in a lot of shops, but this was a very clean and wonderful case. And then everything inside looks good. And the best part is when you see the cartridge, it's the Monopoly cartridge. So, as I mentioned in the other video, there are two cartridges. There's one that says Monopoly like this, and one that actually says Monopoly. So I will eventually grab the Monopoly one by itself. And then we got Shanghai. Oh my gosh. How many hours of Shanghai have you spent on the computer playing that? A lot. A lot, I tell you. So I've actually, I don't think I've ever played a Shanghai game on a console of any type. So this will be a good experience when I get to it, because come on, Shanghai's a fun game. And then that's right. And then parlor games, right? This was pretty inexpensive when I found it, and the case is beautiful, so I grabbed it up. You know, it's still even got the tab. It's fun to see, it still does, and it's cool. We even had one of the, it even comes with one of the posters, and so we've got a whole bunch of posters. That's great. Yes, so there's 7 more to add, and what does that bring our total to? Let's double check to see what our total complete in-box games are now, and how many more we still need. So 1 second while we look that up. Okay, so with the addition of these 7, that brings us to a total of 34 Sega Master System games that we have complete in-box, out of a total of 114 games. So we are slowly making some good progress. We're getting there. The light is not yet at the end of the tunnel, but we are moving forward, and it is a blast. And let's get ready to wrap this up then. All right, I want to say thank you for watching this video. It's great to have you along. I am, and I will continue to say this on every one of these videos, I'm continually impressed with what the Master System has to offer, especially when it was such a difficult time to get games created and released on the system, because Nintendo had such a chokehold on all the third-party developers and everything. So it's a lot of fun, and this is say it again, this is a wonderful system. And yeah, and with that, I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and as always, game on.